Hey guys, Dobby back at you. Another story. They say the best fishing on Black Hollow Lake happens after midnight in late October when the fog rolls in so thick you can't see your own boots. That's when the big ones feed, or so the old timers claim. Tommy Hargrove had heard the stories his whole life but never believed them. He was 28, cocky, and needed a trophy muskie to shut up his buddies at the bar. So one Friday night in 22, he launched his aluminum John boat alone. No lights except the headlamp on his cap, trolling motor humming low. The lake was mirror flat at first. No wind, no loon calls, just the slow drip of condensation off the pines and the occasional bubble rising from the depths like something exhaling. Tommy cast a big jointed rapala, but it sank and started to slow retrieve. 10 minutes in, the line went heavy, not a strike, more like a lure had snagged bottom and that wasn't supposed to be there. He gave a tug, nothing. Then the rod bent double, not a fish-fighting bend, a slow, deliberate pull downward, like the lake itself had decided to take the bait. Tommy laughed at first, probably a submerged log. He killed the trolling motor, stood up in the boat, and pulled hand over hand. The line came in steady, no fight, just wait. When the lure finally broke the surface, it wasn't alone. Hooked through the lip was a human hand, pale, pruned, fingernails split, and black underneath, severed clean at the wrist, no blood in the water. The skin was cold as lake ice when it touched. Tommy froze. The hand dangled there, swaying gently. Then the water around the boat began to dimple. Not rain, but small, deliberate circles, dozens of them, closing in from every direction. He dropped the rod. The hand stayed hooked, line taut. Something below started reeling it back down. Slow, inexorable. The boat rocked once, hard, as if bumped from underneath. Tommy yanked the starter cord on the outboard. It coughed but caught. He slammed it into gear and pointed for shore. The motor screamed, but the boat barely moved, like it was tethered. He looked back. The line was still paying out, but now it was rising. Something climbing it hand over hand from the dark. Pale fingers appeared first, then a forearm, then shoulders breaking the surface. No head, just a neck stump trailing weeds and black hair that floated like ink. The thing pulled itself onto the gunwale and with wet slaps, no face, just smooth, puckered skin where features should be. But it had Tommy's voice, the exact voice, the one he used when he was half drunk and telling fish stories. Tommy, you shouldn't have come alone. They get lonely down here. He swung the paddle. It passed through the thing like smoke. The boat lurched again, harder this time, and water sloshed over the side, cold enough to burn. The motor died. Silence rushed in. Tommy grabbed his phone for the flashlight. No signal, battery at 3%. He flicked it on anyway. The beam caught eyes, dozens of them, reflecting from just under the surface all around the boat. Not fish eyes, human eyes, wide, unblinking, watching. The headless thing leaned closer. Its mouth opened where the next stump should have ended, a perfect circle of teeth, like a lamprey's maw. It whispered in Tommy's voice again. Trade you, one hand for one life. Fair catch, right? Tommy screamed. He lunged for the oars, rowed like hell. The boat finally broke free. Whatever had been holding it let go all at once. He made it to the public ramp just before dawn. Soaked, shaking, Rod still in the boat with that pale hand hooked on the lure like a trophy. He never told anyone the full story. Said he lost a muskie, capsized, swam to shore, but the hand was gone when he checked the boat later. No trace. They found his phone floating near the dock 2 days later. The last photo in the gallery, taken at 2:41 a.m., showed nothing but black water and fog, except for one detail, in a reflection on the surface. He just behind where Tommy should have been standing on the boat. There were two figures now, one with a head, one without, both smiling. Thanks for listening, guys. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.